Thank you, Hannah and Ikram, for your presentation. Emotional regulation. Why? Those with autism struggle with emotional regulation, so learning how to manage it is a good objective, since when they have difficulty managing their emotion, it can lead to tantrum, aggression, and self-harm. The goal is to empower the learner with the skills to recognize, understand, and master their emotions, and to also help them navigate their feelings more effectively, leading to greater emotional well-being and improved interactions with the world around them. Everyday Speech 2024. Which visual support tool and why? The visual support tool that could be used to help with emotional regulation are coping skills, desk strip, self-regulation strategy charts, breathing exercise cards, emotion charts, and more. The reason to use visual support tools to help people with autism with difficulty in emotional regulation to improve recognizing, understanding, managing, and mastering their emotions. Implementing the visual support for emotional regulation. 1. A visual support tool for teaching emotional regulation would be breathing exercise cards. You can make one or find one on the internet. 2. Choose a calm moment when the individual is relaxed to introduce the breathing exercise card. 3. Demonstrate the breathing exercise by outlining the path on the card with your finger while demonstrating how to inhale and exhale. Encourage the individual to practice using cards, providing support and guidance as necessary. Explain the learner that deep breathing can signal the brain to relax and manage emotions. Begin with brief practice sessions, gradually increasing the duration as the individual gains comfort. Use prompts to guide when the learner has issues following the breathing exercise cards. Use reinforcements such as praise when they complete a card successfully. Slowly reduce the prompt when the learner shows mastery of using the breathing exercises independently until it is no longer necessary. Monitor the learning during the process. Include breathing exercises in daily routines to encourage regular practice and establish a calming habit. And lastly, when you are done training the learner, ensure that the cards are easily accessible. Place the card in a calm space, on desks, or attached to the personal belongings. Requesting items. Why? Those with autism may struggle in communication or nonverbal. This can cause difficulty in communicating their desires and needs, which may lead to frustration. This makes it an important skill to learn. Some of the goals are to empower the learner to identify their needs, articulate those needs through different methods, and understand that by making requests, they can achieve the outcomes they desire. Another goal is to be able to effectively communicate and self-advocate independently. Which visual support tool and why? The visual support that could be used to help with learning to request items are PECS, Picture Exchange Communication System, communication boards, and choice cards. Another way, it is easy to use and increase the chances that learners will continue using the cards or communication boards to express their needs and wants. Implementing visual support for requesting items. Choose what visual support to use to teach this object to the learner. Examples are communication board, PECS cards, or choice card. 2. Using these tools, you will educate the learners to use manding to request for items with the visual support. Manding is the act of expressing one's wants or needs. 3. Facilitate one-on-one training sessions with the client when implementing it. 4. Some form of manding using visual support is the learner pointing at the desired item using the communication board or giving someone a PECS or choice card of the desired item. 5. Ensure you have the item matching the communication board, PECS, or a choice card for the training session. Give the item when the client points or gives the card to reinforce the behavior. 6. Use prompt to encourage learner to point at the desired item using the communication board or giving someone a PECS or choice card of the desired item. 7. Use reinforcements such as praise or a treat when the learner used manding with visual support. 8. Slowly reduce the prompt when the learner shows mastery of pointing at the desired item using the communication board or giving someone a PECS or choice card of the desired item independently until it is no longer necessary. 9. Monitor the learner during the process. In summary, some ways are accessing the student's needs, selecting appropriate visual supports, creating and introducing visuals, gradually reducing prompts, reinforcing correct use, monitoring progress. 3 application examples are given. Hand washing, using a visual schedule to teach hygiene routines. Emotional regulation, using breathing exercises cards to manage emotions. Requesting items, using PECS or communication boards to support expressive communication.